Hey guys, Jamie at the Summer Rain channel, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you how to make all of the sugar scrubs. So the first one is going to be a basic sugar scrub. The next sugar scrub that we're going to make is an emulsified sugar scrub. And the last one that we're going to make is a foaming sugar scrub. So you really are going to learn how to make all of the sugar scrubs in this video today. I did put the full recipe down in the description box below. I also put a link to my blog. So in my blog, I go a whole lot more in depth about all the ingredients, why we use them, everything like that. So there is a whole lot of information over there along with a printable recipe. So if you want to hop over there, feel free to hop over to my blog and check that out. Without further ado, let's just dive in and learn how to make our sugar scrubs. Now the first one that we're going to make is the basic sugar scrub. So this one is made with just 2 ingredients. The ingredients that we're going to use in this is sugar and it's oil. So I'm using regular white granulated sugar, which is a sugar that you probably have on hand, and I'm also using grapeseed oil. Now if you don't have grapeseed oil, feel free to swap this out. You can use any oil that you have on hand. So if you have olive oil or another oil in your cupboard, feel free to use that one. One of the times that I love to use this is when I'm exfoliating my lips. This is my go-to recipe. It's also very beginner friendly, so if you're new to making your own sugar scrubs, I recommend you start here. So what you do is go ahead and add your sugar. Into that we're going to add the grapeseed oil. And then you're just going to come in and give that a really good mix. Just get all of the sugar and all of the oil really combined together. You are just going to keep going until you have it all the way combined, and it really is that simple to make your 2 ingredient sugar scrub. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pop this into a storage container. And then I'm going to kind of pack it in there just so I can fit as much in there as possible. Now, some of the downsides with this, because it is a very basic recipe, is that it doesn't tend to really stick on your skin. So you kind of struggle to get it to stay on your skin when you're trying to use it. Another downside is it can be awfully greasy. So instead of washing away the grease, because it is just sugar and water, it tends to leave you and your shower very slippery. So you do have to wash yourself off with soap after you use it. And you also have to make sure that you wash your shower. Otherwise, it can be a very, very slippery mess. The second sugar scrub that we're going to use is the emulsified sugar scrub. I love this sugar scrub, and this is actually one of my go-to sugar scrubs. The cool thing about an emulsified sugar scrub is it has more body. And by that I mean when you put it on your skin, it actually stays put. It goes ahead and it grabs onto your skin, and you can get a really good exfoliation of your skin. The cool thing about it is when it makes contact with the water, it starts to emulsify, which means that it's going to turn into like a lotion-like consistency, and it's going to make it a very smooth finish on your skin. So when it rinses off, it's not going to be oily like the first one was at all. It's going to feel like you just exfoliated, and you're going to feel moisturized and smooth, luxurious skin. You are absolutely going to love it. This one is a little bit harder to make, but it's actually not that difficult. It just feels very intimidating. So if you have the ingredients, I strongly recommend this one. Like I said, this is the one that I use most often. Now the 2 ingredients that we add that make this an emulsified scrub is the BTMS 50, which is our emulsifier, and it actually gives a conditioning property to this scrub, and it leaves your skin feeling very smooth. And then we also add a bit of cetyl alcohol. So cetyl alcohol is going to go ahead and thicken the scrub a little bit, but it also makes the spreadability a little bit nicer in this scrub. We're going to go ahead and add the BTMS 50, the cetyl alcohol, the kokum butter, and the hazelnut oil. And then we're going to go ahead and pop this on a double boiler until it's completely melted. So the first thing that you want to do when you take this off of the double boiler is go ahead and grab a towel, and you're going to dry the entire outside of your container. The reason why you want to do this is there's actually water that's still going to be on the outside, and we want to make sure that that doesn't get inside of our finished sugar scrub. So go ahead and dry it off. And then just take a few minutes and give this a really good mix. The reason why you do that is we're gonna have some heat-safe ingredients that we don't wanna go ahead and add just yet. We wanna allow this to cool down first. Now, as you can see on the edges here, it is starting to harden up a little bit and turn more of a opaque color. So to this, we're going to go ahead and add the vitamin E oil. Now, vitamin E oil extends the shelf life of the butters and oils that are in here. Now, it's not a preservative, but it does help to combat the oxidization process. And we'll just make sure we get that mixed in there very well. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance oil. I'm using a coconut and lime, which smells amazing. Now you can have a lot of fun with your scenting of this. So you can use fragrance oil, you can use essential oil. There's so many different scents that you can use. It's really a good time for you to customize this with the scents that you would like. And then make sure you're coming in and scraping the edges too of your container, just to make sure everything is getting a really good mix. And then we're going to go ahead and add our preservative. Now this doesn't contain any water, but I add a preservative because it's very likely that you will get water into this, right? So when you're using a sugar scrub, typically you're going to reach into the container more than once. Also, it's probably going to be stored in the shower or in, the bath area. So it's very likely that water gets in here. So best just to go ahead and add a preservative just to keep it safe from mold and bacteria growing in here. And then we're going to use just a bit of mica powder to add some color to our sugar scrub. And this is really where you can have a lot of fun, is picking the color for your sugar scrub. I like to kind of match it to the smell, and on this one I was really on the fence. I didn't know if I should go with like more of a green color or a yellow, and then I couldn't see myself making the scrub those colors, so I went ahead and went with this. It's a bluish, but it's called Black Sea, and I kind of like the way that it turned out. And now we go ahead and add the exfoliator, which is our sugar, and we'll just go ahead and dump the whole thing in there. And we will mix that in there. Now I'm trying to mix this very carefully because it is almost overflowing in this container. And I'm just going to swap out spatulas because I feel like that one is a little bit too flimsy when it actually comes time to give things a really good mix, and the sugar really thickens this up. Okay, so now you're going to be seeing your sugar scrub, and it's going to look like this, and you're going to be like, I need to add a whole bunch more sugar to this. Now go ahead and just wait, because as this cools down it's going to thicken up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this to sit on the counter for a bit, and then I will come back and show you how it thickens up. So I've allowed this just to sit on the counter and continue to cool. And as you can see, it got quite a bit thicker than what it was. It's not completely solid, and it's not runny or liquid. It's a nice consistency, so when you're using it in the shower, it'll actually stick to your skin. So the third sugar scrub that we're going to use is one that I often use when I am in a rush, and if I'm being honest, because I'm lazy. So I'm not the best when you have to do a bunch of steps. So what I love about this sugar scrub is it's going to exfoliate, and then it's also going to cleanse at the same time. So you don't have to do a bunch of steps when you're in the shower. You can do one thing and you get a couple things done at the same time. So I absolutely love that. The way that it does that is it has the exfoliators in here, and we actually have two. We have the sugar and then some jojoba beads. The jojoba beads are completely optional. They just add a little bit of extra exfoliating, and it doesn't dissolve quite as quickly as the sugar does. But it also has surfactants. So the surfactants are actually soap, and it's going to go ahead and wash you at the same time that you exfoliate. So you're going to get the dead skin off, it's going to wash it down the drain, and you are completely set from there. This one feels really intimidating, but again, it's not. If you can make the second one, the emulsified one, if you can heat stuff on the stove, you definitely can make this sugar scrub. So if you have the stuff, or if you're interested in trying, don't be like nervous of doing it. In a heat-safe container, we're going to put our stearic acid, our SCI, fractionated coconut oil, cocoa glucoside, vegetable glycerin, and distilled water. We're going to pop this on a double boiler and we're going to leave it on there until it's completely melted. So once this is fully melted, go ahead and pull it off of the heat, and we're just going to allow this to cool a little bit before we do anything else. So just go ahead, give it a really good mix, and then we're just going to allow this to cool a bit. So now that this is cooled a bit, we're going to go ahead and mix this up with a whisk. And then I'm just going to come in and kind of scrape the sides just to make sure we get all of it mixed together. Because we added water into this, we have to use a preservative. So I'm going to go ahead and add the preservative. I'm going to add the fragrance oil. And at the same time, I'm going to add just a bit of mica powder. And I'm going to very carefully just kind of get that mixed in a little bit. But to get this to incorporate better, I'm going to whip out the whisk again. Now you're going to have to come through and scrape the sides and the bottom just to make sure you really get everything fully mixed together. And then we go ahead and add our sugar in, and we're going to mix that all together. And this part is completely optional, but I'm going to add in some jojoba beads, which is just another form of exfoliator, but this one actually doesn't dissolve like the sugar will, so it'll just give you a little bit better of a scrub. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy making and using your scrubs as much as I do. There are so many different scrubs that you can use. Something I forgot to mention in the video, but I did want to kind of bring it up. You can certainly swap out ingredients. So just because I'm using one oil or one butter or something like that in my recipe doesn't mean that you can't swap it out. Over on my summerrain website, I do have many substitutions that you can use in each recipe. I also go more in depth about all the ingredients, why we use them, everything like that. Now, as far as the exfoliator goes, in this one I use sugar, but feel free if you want to swap it out for salt, you certainly can do that. Just know that when you use salt, if you have a cut on your body, you are going to know it. That is why I prefer to do the sugar ones to the salt ones, but you certainly can make salt scrubs the same as what we do with the sugar. Just swap the sugar for salt. I hope that makes sense. Bye!